Coach was in here just a little bit ago talking about how he feels like he excised the demons, being able to finally win at K-State. You feel like you guys are cursed?
That we're what?
Cursed?
Well, you know, when you think about those 2 3-pointers, they only hit 2. Both of them were at the shot clock. One by their big guy who, I don't know if he's made one all year. And then the other one, I thought we played great defense. And, you know, now Dejuan's got to be disciplined. We talked about all those timeouts was discipline, be solid on D. And, you know, we flew by him. Obviously, you know, he made the big, it was big. You know, those are the big plays. Second half, they go, 13 for 16. You got to give them credit. When they struggled in that stretch when Isaac wasn't there, they shot a lot of quick shots. They played very patient tonight with a great pace and got it inside and punished us inside and made all the right plays when it counted.
There have been some low moments this season. Was tonight one of the lowest? Just the nature of it.
Disappointing. I mean, every loss for me is disappointing. And you know, you're playing at home. You got a decent crowd. I thought we got off to a decent start, 9-7. I think first time out, second time out, 13-12. You know, they made some plays, and you know, first half I thought we were a little quick on the trigger. We go, I think it's 8 for 28 from the field, 3 for 11. I thought we had some quick ones, threes. We had 3 one-pass threes, and you know, I thought and when they flew at us, we should have went by and got to the hoop. Obviously, free throws has not been our strength all year, and go 2 for 8. You know, in the first half, and we missed. How many little layups did we miss? You know, and that doesn't help either.
Coach, you forced 10 second half turnovers, but they only missed 3 shots.
Yeah.
Did they kind of invert you on offense? Pull your bigs away from the basket? And they seemed like a layup.
I mean,
drill.
they just ran their stuff, and then they got it inside. They got it over the top once on Mac. They got it over the top on I think on David one time. You know, not great weak side help. You know, I guess not great ball pressure. And, you know, they were very, very patient, ran the shot clock, you know, ran their stuff and got it to the right places and made the plays when they needed to.
Mike, what's the frustration level for the team right now?
Very high. I mean, this was a game we were sort of really expecting and hoping to win, and I mean, we did it, and so it's very, very frustrating.
Happy for Mike. Got going a little bit. Had struggled a few games in a row. Got some threes. Gave us a little bit of a chance. You know, so it was obviously a positive step. I thought we got it to Mac, you know, at times. You know, but you know, you just didn't finish enough of those. You know, we just didn't make the right plays when it counted.
Mike, given that you guys talk so much about, you know, closing out the second half of Big 12, play strong, I guess how much does it hurt motivation or everything moving forward, given that you're already 0-2 during the second half here?
Could you say that question again, please?
I guess how much does it hurt morale that you've lost these last 2 games?
I mean, every game hurts, and I mean, the fact that they're piling up just makes it hurt even more. But at this point, all we could do is come back and play as hard as we can and try to win the next game.
Bruce, it seemed like you guys had built up at least a little bit of momentum going into the Iowa State game. Do you feel like the last 2 have kind of erased that?
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. But other teams, Iowa State had lost 4 in a row. They came back and won. So, you know, I thought we had one of our best practices yesterday. I felt good about it. But again, just the things, all the little things have plagued us all year. And, you know, we make little mistakes, defensive talking, switching, you know, offensively, trying to make our own play and trying to, instead of helping somebody else make a play. And we were better turnover-wise, I guess, but you still only shoot 35%, so you're not working and patient enough to get good shots.
Bruce, you did bring up earlier, you thought that was maybe the first career three for, or first of the season for Anai. They actually said it was the first career three for him, so just, I know, rough there. But how good was he tonight? I mean, he goes 6 for 6 from the field and grabs 7 rebounds.
I mean, he punked us inside, and I thought they were very physical. The first half, I think they had 9 second chance points. Now, we end up getting more than them, but they were very physical, and there was a couple of possessions where they got 2 or 3. It seemed like offensive rebounds on the same possession. And those are the plays that, help them get the lead and get a little confidence and get control of the game.
Coach, McGuirl was on likely number 13 for majority of the game. Was that something that was in the game plan, or you kind of switched to?
Well, Xavier started on him, and then when Mike went in, you want a bigger body on him because he wants to get it deep and use his body and make somebody help. We went on too many shot fakes and gambled a few too many times. But we've had pretty good success with Xavier guarding them the last few years with big bodies, and then Mike has a bigger body. And then you hope, Waters really doesn't get going, and Zagwa really doesn't get going, and those are the guys that have been the scorers. But just Laurent, kills us, and Big Fella kills us, and you got to give them credit. They executed, got it to the spots, and took advantage of us.
Mike, Coach mentioned those 2 threes that they hit at the end of the shot clock when they were just trying to hit something, put something up. When they hit those kinds of shots, how does the team react, and does that hurt morale at all?
The one in the first half, that one, it was a good defensive possession too, and I guess he shot it. He even called it that he made it. But I mean, yeah, it hurts. But those plays happen over the course of a basketball game, I guess. So yeah, we still could have done better. We gave them too many easy ones. So those were, I mean, they could have those, but we gave them too many easy ones, which we shouldn't have allowed.
They shot 81% in the second half. Was that them just hitting tough shots, or how did they kind of do that?
I think I don't think we were tough enough on defense. I think we were getting bullied a little bit inside, and when Laurent kept cutting, he kept getting in there and just making little plays, making little layups, and Ane played well too, and they were just living in the paint really.
It may have been asked, but the freshmen, they go 1 for 10 from the
struggled.
field. Yeah,
they struggled. I mean, it's a fact of life, and they've been pretty good. They've given us good energy all year. The season's long and hard, and it just happened all 3 of them on the same day really struggled. And you get one of them playing a little better, it could have helped. So.
Bruce, kind of just looking at Carty's stat line. I mean, he filled the stat sheet again, but is it just more of the same? He has a game high in turnovers. What did you make of his performance tonight?
I mean, he's fine. Just a little more precise, a little more exact. I don't know the exact word. A little more consistent, I guess. I thought first half he could have drove it at him, made the right play. He lost the ball a couple times. He does some good things, but this is for him. It's all new. The ball's in his hand. It hadn't been in his hand like this, and you learn and grow. And he obviously gives us a chance, but somebody's got to help us find a way to win.
Coach, you got it down to 1 possession a bunch of times in the second half, and then they would just kick it right back out to around 8. How frustrating is that?
Again, I think Mike talked about we got bullied. They executed. They got it to the right people. They made all the right plays. And then when you don't get stops like that, now you got to be perfect on offense. And we had some decent possessions in the second half, but just not consistent enough.
Seems like Mac has kind of been a magnet to that first-minute foul lately. Is there anything you can do to change that moving forward?
I guess not start him. I don't know. And then you don't we've taken them out with one right away. In this game, we just said it was so fast. I mean, it was within a minute, right? I mean, it was maybe the first possession. I don't even know, maybe second possession. But, we just said, let's leave it. And then he gets the second. And, now you got Levi so we need, Matt Gibbs, he's played a lot better since wherever it's been, early January. His energy's better, his effort's better. But we need him on the floor.
Bruce, you made mention yesterday that you wanted to coach the guys harder.
I think you took that totally out of context and totally wrong. I said that I am going to continue coaching them harder or coach them hard. When you go 3 games in 6 days and you lose tough ones, as a coach, you back down a little bit. You're trying to keep them positive and feel good energy and hug them and kiss them and make them come back. Now, what I told you yesterday, we came back and Sunday, watch film. I said, this is the truth, guys. We got to get better. We can't keep doing these things if we're going to make progress. And I wasn't going to, that's all I was saying. If you came to the second practice, when I asked everyone if they could come and if they wanted to come in the summer before we had a little press conference, you would have heard me yell more than I yelled all last year. If you would have came to the practice in the fall when I said everyone could have come, I was embarrassed how I yelled. But, obviously I haven't done enough because we're not tough enough. And it's a shame. It's hard to recover now. But all I can do, the T-shirt that they had, family and stronger together. And that's all we can be. We can be a basketball family. And that's why these guys came here. And we got to stay strong together. And we can't be divided. And I got to help them and see if we can, maybe some shot clock one will go in or we'll bounce some ball in or something. But we got to stay together and help each other.